When people hear the word sustainability, they often think only of protecting the environment. However, sustainability is also about balancing environmental protection, economic growth, and community development. Good day, everyone. We're Group N, and today we will present 10 sustainable practices in the Bicol region. These initiatives show how communities and the environment can thrive together. First, let us look at the Bicol Blue Mangrove Rehabilitation Project in Capalonga, Camarines Norte. Launched in 2023, the project aims to restore abundant fish ponds and degraded coastal areas into healthy mangrove ecosystems. Through the collaboration of environmental organizations, scientists, local government units, and local communities, native mangroves are planted and well maintained. By 2025 and 2026, the project had improved coastal habitats, supported local fisheries, and strengthened protection against storm surge and erosion. Additionally, the restored mangroves help store carbon and mitigate climate change. Therefore, this practice supports SDG 13, SDG 14, and SDG 15. Moving on to Camarines Sur, another notable sustainable practice is waste to biogas wine farming. In 2025, the Agricultural Training Institute Bicol and the Department of Agriculture strengthened the Trash to Cash eco-friendly swine farming program. Through biodigester technology, pig manure is converted into methane-rich biogas for cooking, lighting, and farm operations while also producing organic fertilizer for crops. As a result, farmers reduce waste, pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and dependence on chemical fertilizers. Therefore, this practice supports SDG 7, SDG 12, and SDG 13. Third, the sustainable abaca farming in Catanduanes. Abaca farming has long been a key livelihood in Catanduanes, one of the country's top abaca producers. In 2025 and 2026, Philfida promoted climate-resilient farming, disease control, soil conservation, and sustainable cultivation. Farmers received training and quality planting materials, improving fiber quality and reducing crop losses. As a renewable and biodegradable fiber, abaca supports environmental conservation and local livelihoods, contributing to SDG 1, SDG 8, SDG 12, and SDG 15.
The Tiwi Geothermal Project is a renewable energy initiative located in Tiwi, Albay that generates electricity using heat from underground geothermal reservoir near Mount Malinaw. By converting steam into electricity, it provides a reliable, clean source of power while reducing dependence on fossil fuels and lowering greenhouse gas emissions. The project also creates employment opportunities, supports local businesses, and strengthens energy security in the Bicol region. In terms of sustainable development, it supports SDG 7, SDG 8, SDG 9, and SDG 13. By promoting renewable energy, technological innovation, economic development, and environmental sustainability. Solar-powered irrigation system in Albay use solar panels to generate electricity that powers water pumps for agricultural irrigation. This technology provides farmers with reliable water supply while reducing dependence on diesel fuel and lowering energy costs. Environmentally, it promotes clean energy use and helps reduce carbon emissions. Economically, it increases crop productivity and improves farmers' incomes, while socially it strengthens food security and supports rural livelihoods. These sustainable practices contribute to SDG 2, SDG 6, SDG 7, and SDG 13 by improving agricultural sustainability and climate resilience in the Bicol region. The Organic Rice Farming Program in Masbate promotes sustainable rice production by using natural fertilizers, biological pest control, and environmentally friendly farming methods. Instead of relying on synthetic chemicals, farmers use practices that improve soil fertility, protect biodiversity, and conserve water resources. These methods help produce healthier food while reducing environmental pollution. The program also lowers farming costs and supports long-term agricultural productivity, benefiting local farming communities. It supports SDG 2, SDG 12, SDG 13, and SDG 15 by encouraging sustainable agriculture and protecting natural ecosystems.
The Sustainable Pili Industrial Development Program focuses on the cultivation and processing of pili trees, a valuable agricultural resource in Sorsogon and Albay. Through sustainable farming and value-added processing, pili products such as nuts, oils, and specialty goods generate income and employment for local communities. Environmentally, Pili cultivation supports biodiversity conservation, carbon sequestration, and soil protection through agroforestry practices. Economically and socially, it strengthens rural livelihoods and promotes local entrepreneurship. This initiative contributes to SDG 8, SDG 12, SDG 13, and SDG 15 by supporting sustainable economic and environmental development in the Bicol region.
Next is the Community-Based Marine Protected Area or MPA management in Camarines Sur and Sorsogon. This program protects coastal and marine ecosystems through the cooperation of local communities, fisherfolk, and government agencies. It establishes no-take zones, promotes responsible fishing practices, and supports coral reef rehabilitation. As a result, marine biodiversity improves, fish populations recover, and coastal communities gain a more sustainable source of food and livelihood. This initiative supports SDG 13, Climate Action, SDG 14, Life Below Water, and SDG 15, Life on Land. Our 10th sustainable practice is rainwater harvesting and sustainable water resource management in Albay and Catanduanes. This system collects and stores rainwater for household use, irrigation, and emergency water supply. It helps reduce dependence on traditional water sources while ensuring water availability during dry seasons and droughts. Through sustainable water management, communities become more resilient to climate change and water shortage. Therefore, this practice supports SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities, and SDG 13, climate action. Lastly, we have ecotourism and community-based tourism development in Albay and Catanduanes. This initiative promotes sustainable tourism through nature tours, cultural experiences, and environmental education activities managed by local communities. It creates jobs and additional income while encouraging the protection of forests, coastal areas, and other natural attractions. By balancing tourism growth with environmental conservation, this practice benefits both local communities and environment. Therefore, it supports SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, and SDG 15, life on land.
As we conclude this report, the initiative presented highlight the Bicol region's clear shift toward a sustainable future, whether through the restoration of our coastlines, the adoption of renewable energy, or the transition to climate-smart agriculture. This project shares a common foundation: community empowerment, scientific innovation, and strategic collaboration. These efforts demonstrate that environmental stewardship and economic progress are not competitors, they are partners. By aligning our local practices with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, we are building a region that is not only one more resilient to climate change, but also more prosperous for every Bicolano. The success of these models proves that when we invest in our natural capital and our people, we secure a lasting legacy. Moving forward, our commitment to scaling this solution will be the key to ensuring a thriving, equitable, and sustainable Bicol for generations to come.